Every January, my social media feed does this thing. It turns yellow and red. It's drums, it's massive crowds in the Philippines, specifically Cebu. And it's this one word, Sinulog. As a Filipino, I knew it was a big deal, but if I'm being completely honest, I didn't actually know why. And the reason for that is part of a bigger story. I was born and raised in the US, and even though I'm proud of my heritage, I've never really experienced the Philippines. I've only been to the Philippines once, and it was years ago. I was young, it was for 1 week, it was for my grandmother's funeral, and if I'm being completely honest, I don't really remember much of anything. So when I see these videos of millions of people dancing in Cebu, I think, wow, that looks like so much fun. Everyone looks so happy. But then something catches my eye. People praying to this small statue of a child in a velvet cape. And then I think, wait, why? What am I missing here? So this year, I've decided to stop being a lurker, stop being a spectator, and I wanted to unbox my own heritage. And what I found out was that this isn't just a festival. Sinulog is not just a festival. It's actually a 500-year-old love story. So let's start with the basics. What is Sinulog? Sinulog comes from the Cebuano word sulong, which means the flow of water. I'm also probably butchering that, but sorry. Okay, so it means the current of a river. That famous move that you see on these videos, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's actually an imitation of the water, a rhythm that's been moving through the streets of Cebu for centuries. So then it got me thinking, but why dance like water? So it turns out the dance is a thank you, a response to a gift that arrived to the Philippines 500 years ago. And honestly, this is part of the story that still confuses me the most, the Santo Niño. If you grew up Filipino, even in the US, you've seen him. You've seen him in your grandmother or Lola's altar. You've seen him at your auntie's house. You've seen him in someone's living room. But I realized I treated him like a mascot because I didn't know his story. So here's the story. In 1521, Ferdinand Magellan gave this image of a child Jesus to the Queen Juana of Cebu. It is the oldest Christian relic in the Philippines. But this is where that relic became like a whoa. When the Spanish left and came back 44 years later, they found the statue had survived fires and wars. So, to the people of Cebu, it wasn't just an antique, it was a sign of a God who stays, a God who survives with us. So, how amazing is that? I realized that there are actually two things happening at once. There's Sinulog, the cultural explosion, the dance, the thank you to the world. And then there's Fiesta, Señor, the quiet prayers, the candlelit processions, the heartbeat of the faith. Now that I understood the history, I still don't really understand the connection. Why a child? Why do people look at this small image and feel so much comfort, hope? So this January, I am on a mission to find out. This is episode 1 of the Sinulog sessions. So now that we have the facts, I kind of want to get to the heart of it all. So in the next episode, we're going to be talking about joy, why Filipinos celebrate a child with so much intensity. And I also want to hear from you. Are you part of this born somewhere else but carrying that Filipino blood? Do you ever feel the gap like I do? Let's talk about it in the comments. See you next time.